how Justin Timberlake went from pop prince to controversy king.
There could have been ways that I could have gone about it and handled it better.
Justin Timberlake kicked off his journey to fame by singing at the Grand Ole Opry at just 10. He even took a swing on Star Search in 1992 as Justin Randall, and though he didn't win, the public took notice of him. By the late 90s, JT had skyrocketed to fortune and fame as the standout star of NSYNC, the ultimate boy band. He soon made a solo career transition, dropping his frosted tips for solo hits with chart toppers like Cry Me a River and SexyBack, which earned him a whooping total of 10 Grammys and 4 Emmys. But JT's glittering career has been bridled with controversy ever since he began. Britney Spears has since shared that he wasn't the golden boy people had always seen him as. During his NSYNC era, Justin and Britney Spears were the ultimate pop power couple, plastered across every tabloid. Fast forward to 2023, Britney's memoir called The Woman in Me showed a side of JT the public had never seen before. She revealed that JT had been cheating on her throughout their relationship and that at one point during their relationship she felt pregnant and he had pushed her to have an abortion because he wasn't ready to be a dad. Then there's the unforgettable scandal that caused more than 500,000 FCC complaints. In 2004, Justin was asked to be a surprise act on the biggest stage of his career, the Super Bowl halftime show. Janet Jackson was the main performer and had arranged for Justin to perform his massive hit called Rock Your Body. And just as he was saying the lyrics, "Bet I'll have you naked by the end of this song," he pulled a part of Janet's costume off that accidentally revealed her right breast to over 140 million viewers. They quickly blamed it on a wardrobe malfunction. And while JT walked away pretty much unscathed, Janet's career took a big hit. But Justin wasn't able to walk away from all his problems, especially his drinking problems where he's been caught literally with his pants down. Justin Timberlake has never shied away from discussing his experiences with drugs and alcohol, as he did in a 2006 interview.
I had a really bad experience with Jägermeister as well. I'll never go there again.
Back then, fresh off the success of SexyBack, he admitted, "I've done way too many drugs already." When asked about presidential aspirations, he candidly admitted to partying hard and having his share of caught with my pants down moments. "I'm just like everyone else, I get completely plastered. I've done my fair share of drugs and I've been caught places with my pants down. It's just, I make sure there are no cameras around." He also compared his behavior to other celebrities, saying, "I don't show up drunk to functions, and the drugs I do have been in my own private time. If Courtney Love shows up to a function, it's like, oh, that's Courtney Love. But if I show up drunk, it's like, oh my God." Though despite his claims to keep things low-key, Justin's latest headline, a DWI charge in the Hamptons. Justin was hanging out at the American Hotel in Sag Harbor, a historic spot that's been around since the Revolutionary War. This place has an impressive wine collection, with bottles that cost as much as a small car. After his fancy night out, he was heading to a friend's place when things went south. The cops spotted him cruising through Long Island in his sleek gray BMW just after midnight. He blew past a stop sign and was swerving all over the place, which obviously got the police's attention. Police say JT couldn't keep a straight line, so they tailed him for a bit before pulling him over in a quiet neighborhood. When they did, they noticed he had the telltale signs of someone intoxicated. Red, glossy eyes, boozy breath, slow talk, and shaky legs during the sobriety tests. Justin claimed he only had one martini and was just trying to follow his friends home. That clearly wasn't the case, as the police officer described him as unable to divide attention. The best part? Allegedly, the cop who pulled him over was so young, he didn't even recognize Justin Timberlake. Justin mumbled something like, "This is gonna ruin the tour," and the cop, completely clueless, asked, "What tour?" To which Justin replied, "The world tour." Justin decided to comply with the field sobriety tests, but couldn't even do the basic heel-to-toe walk or balance on one foot without wobbling all over the place. The officer said he had slowed speech, he was unsteady afoot, and he performed poorly on all standardized field sobriety tests. Timberlake also rejected a chemical test 3 times, the first time saying, "No, I'm not doing a chemical test." Police say that's like admitting guilt because it's something that can come back to haunt you in court. It's not just a bad look, it could lead to losing his license. Sources say his friends were trying to sweet-talk the cops into letting him go, but no dice. So at around 12:37 a.m. on Tuesday, June 18th, JT was arrested and spent about 9 hours in the slammer before getting out on no bail. Justin showed up for his court appearance looking less pop star and more casual, rocking a black bowling shirt and light jeans. He was handcuffed, his hands in front, and had his lawyer Ed Burke Jr. and a few others by his side for support. Word is, he looked pretty down in the dumps, and no, his wife Jessica Biel wasn't there with him. His charges: 1 count of DWI, a ticket for running the stop sign, and another for not staying in his lane. He's set to face the music in court on July 26th, and his lawyer, Edward Burke Jr., is ready to fight the charges. He's waiting on more evidence from the district attorney before making any major moves. If Justin is found guilty, he could be looking at up to a year in prison. Edward Burke Jr. is gearing up for a robust defense against the charges. I look forward to vigorously defending Mr. Timberlake on these allegations. I'll have plenty to say once we have the full discovery from the DA's office. However, Timberlake's decision to refuse the breathalyzer test will impact his driving privileges in New York. No worries for Justin. He holds an out-of-state license, allowing him to continue driving anywhere else. Despite the legal proceedings, Timberlake has been actively touring the United States to promote his 6th album, Everything I Thought It Was. He's scheduled to start the international leg of his tour in Poland next month. His court date is a bit awkwardly timed, as it's the same date his world tour at the Toron Arena in Krakow kicks off. Justin thought a few drinks wouldn't hurt his driving skills, and now he's facing the music in court, not just the studio.